As you guys know, these beasts have been growing tremendously over the past 8 weeks. Just look how thick and long they are. So I thought I'd give them a better home, and I'm moving them from a 6x3 to an 8x4 tub. Check it out, and check out extra footage along the way. Before I move my babies over, I thought I'd fully clean the filter media inside, since once they go in I probably won't clean it for a long time. So I just do water changes, but I don't really like to disturb the filter too often. So here I am washing the filter media in the tank's own water. So I'm actually draining the tank right now and using its water so that I don't use fresh chlorinated water that will kill all the beneficial bacteria that I've been growing for the past 5 weeks. I'm actually going to be moving all the arowanas and all the barbs into this tub where this big boy lives, because the thing is that he doesn't really move much. He kind of just sleeps in the corner all day, eats his pellets, so I thought that he'd be better in their tank, and he likes the dark, so there's no sunlight there, and they can come out here and have the big tank because they're all constantly swimming and there's a lot more of them. So this is just some footage of him before I move him, and he looks pretty grumpy that I'm disturbing his tank and draining all his water. And this is me putting back all the wash filter media into the tub. Those are the bacterial root thingies from Mountain Tree. This filter is really good actually. There was actually barely any dirt, considering I haven't cleaned it for like 3 weeks or so. There was barely any gunk on it. It took me like 10 minutes to clean it. And I'm really impressed with this filter so far.
Good enough, yeah. Perfect, yeah. Perfect, yeah.
What happened there?
Huh?
What happened, Lisa? Something slipped?
No, did it?
I thought I'd use this as an opportunity to explain the filter system I'm using for these 8x4 tubs. So these first 3 compartments are mechanical filtration. These are Mountain Tree filter brushes. I have like tons of them. I put them in a net there so they're just easier to take out and clean, so they're not like I have to take them out one at a time, so really annoying. And they're pretty good so far. I use them a lot. And these blue ones are just normal koi pond filter mats. I think they're J mats from Japan actually. They're quite really good quality, really hard, and they can be reused a lot for many years. You just clean them. And you can see the water flowing to the next compartment, which is the Mountain Tree bacteria roots. So these are meant to like house tons of bacteria, really good, beneficial, more biological filtration here. And finally the water comes out at the end, and there's a UV light in there as well, but it's turned off. And now guys, I'm just draining water into the tub, draining the same water that was from the 6-foot tub, so that the fish feel comfortable while we just carry them over. I have 8 of these guys. These are the albino barbs. I think they're albino lemon barbs. And the next guy is my beautiful 24K golden head arowana. My pride and joy. Man, he's grown a lot. He's so thick now. Unbelievable. Check the gold going over his back and his head. Unbelievable. And now guys, it's after catching them all. We put them all in a tub here so that we can just release them all in one shot in a new bigger home. Look at these monsters, man. They've grown so much in a couple of weeks. My beautiful albino silvers, albino lemon barbs, and the golden arowana, and 2 plecos. All going to be released together in a giant 8x4 tub.
Oh, we can use the other net now.
But before we put them in, we got to catch this guy. And that's why I have a massive net, because he actually broke 2 other nets before this, believe it or not. He's so strong. And look, here he is. Finally got him. Putting another net on top so he doesn't jump, because he's a jumper. And we are just running. We're gunning it for the old house, where he's going to live inside my fish room, where it's beautiful, dark, catfish love it. He's going to be more comfortable. He just jumped a bit there, but he's all good. And we finally got him in there. There he is in his new home. Haven't filled up the water yet because it was low when we caught the other fish. But here he is just chilling. We're filling up the tub now. I put some, some anti-chlorine, anti-stress medication, and I got him some fresh water, basically. Ensure that they have the best quality water while they're under stressful situations so they can heal faster, and he'll start to eat sooner as well. Here we even got some underwater footage of him in his new home. It's kind of dark because we turn off the lights so he'd be less stressed out. But yeah, he seems super chilled. You know, he's a lot more skittish in that big tub. I always felt it was a little bit too big for his size. So this feels a little bit more homey, and he actually is a lot less skittish. He seems quite comfy here. So we'll see how he goes. And finally, the water's still filling. It's kind of low, but we can release them because it's pretty much the same water, same filtration, same temperature. So we're just going to release these guys into the system. Look at them go. So much space for all these swimmers, and hopefully they'll grow super fast in this huge space where they'll appreciate it much more rather than the Piraiba catfish that kind of just like chills in the corner. Look at them go. They don't know what to do with all the space, and they're so tiny.
Yeah,
Check him out.
Bigger tub.
And the water seems a little bit too strong for them there, but once the water level rises, it's fine for them. Check out some underwater footage of these guys. The water's a little bit blurry because we just did obviously clean the filter, so all the dirt will be there, and we're still filling up with new water, but by the next day it'll be super clear. But check them out, man. They're exploring their new home. Probably kind of scared because they live their whole like junior lives in a dark fish room. So this is kind of like new to them. It's good to get some sunlight. Look at this beautiful coloration. That gold drapes over his body and his head. Unbelievable arowana, man. Beautiful albinos. I love keeping them together because you can really see the contrast between these albinos and my beautiful golden arowana. Unbelievable. And he's super brave. He's not even scared of the camera. Check him out. Unbelievable fish. And hopefully one day I intend to put these guys in a show tank. But until then, I mean, this 8x4 tub is going to be an awesome grow out for them for many years to come. I mean, I don't even know if they'll be here for years, but they can definitely hold them because it's a pretty huge tub. And while I'm filling up this tub with new water, gotta put in that anti-chlorine, anti-chloramine, anti-stress goodness. I'm just using up the last of my Nutrifin, but I actually got Prime as well because everyone's been telling me that that's the best. But this stuff has still worked pretty well over the years. So I'm just putting it in where the pump is, so it'll spread faster throughout all the water while I'm filling it in. And after I do that, I also add my bacteria dose because I've been doing this for the last 5 weeks to add some good beneficial bacteria. And I have noticed that the quality of the water has really improved. It seems to kind of almost sparkle. Less algae and less dirt in the filter chambers. And lastly, the fish are a lot more voracious. They've been eating better, so I'm just guessing it means they're healthier. So I just put it straight here into the filter media. I like to kind of spread it out, pour it over all the filter media, and let the bacteria do their thing. And of course I've turned off the UV light when you are dosing a bacteria for at least 2-3 days. Let the bacteria multiply. And this is some special footage of my Piraiba Jr. I know a lot of you asked about him in the last video. What happened to him? Where did he go? Well, he's still in the same tub. He's in a 5x2.5 tub by himself. So he looks tiny. He's finished all the feeder fish, and now I'm trying to get him on pellets. And there he is. He's still tiny, huge whiskers. Hopefully he gets on pellets ASAP so he can start to really grow like his big bro. And guys, this is some bonus footage of the big pond that you guys have also been asking for. We got some beautiful underwater footage, and this is my biggest red-tailed cat. Check him out. His name is Spot. 19 to 20 years old. Probably one of the largest red-tailed cats on YouTube. Show me bigger. I don't know. And enjoy the rest of the footage, guys. Thanks for the support. Peace.